Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. This is a multi-playlist set of videos on that's not right, is it? It's a playlist on gold. Do you know what? I'm going to start that again. That was rubbish. Oh, what the bloody hell. Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor on Gold Day. We're making a playlist here of all the videos to go in a series, the Gold Day playlist, because today is an historic day. Markets are doing extremely well. My portfolio is exploding all the way to $1 million, and we've just been covering FOMO. That's on the first video. We talked about that. We then went on to the second video and talked about cheap money, interest rates, margin, all the rest of it. We're now going to talk about the S&P individual stocks, and we'll do Nvidia next on the next video. But this one is the S&P 500, where I see it going and why I see it going where I see it going. Makes sense? All right, tap the like button if you like this, and if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. All right, let me show you my portfolio first of all. We've got rate cuts coming down. Balance now $116,000, all-time high, breaking records again. Remember, I started with $5,000. That's it. No money gets added to your portfolio by using margin. There's one particular member who's running around now like a headless chicken. He thinks that I'm making all this stuff up, and he thinks that the only reason why I've got $116,000 is because I borrowed all this money. He hasn't got a clue what he's talking about, and I'm trying to reach out to him, but I can't. I don't like one person getting left behind, so don't be fooled. I have made $116,000 from $5,000 live on the show. But that's nothing. I'm going to $1 million live on the show as well, without buying any more shares at all. Right. Let's talk about the S&P 500. Why I think it's going to 3x by the end of the decade and make me a millionaire without buying any more of it. Let me explain why in this video. So, why do I think the S&P is going to 3x? Well, typically, the S&P will do 10% a year or thereabouts. You could argue 10, 11, 12, whether you price in inflation or reinvest the dividends or whatever. Between 10 and 13%, depending how you measure it. We're not bothered about 3%. We're looking at hundreds of percent. So let me explain it. That is the average, what it does on average over its history. However, we are in a very unique time right now. We are in a time of huge growth. I did a video a couple of days ago and showed you that the growth figures were up 4x from what was expected. 0.2 went to 0.8. 4 times the growth. Why? Well, a lot of that is to do with all the industries, the technologies, the sciences, the innovations that are in the S&P. Remember, it's quite a tech-weighted ETF. However, I wouldn't be buying the NASDAQ or I wouldn't be buying any other ETF. I still want to be exposed to all the other businesses that are going to grow that have been stagnant during COVID, okay? All the small caps, all those kind of things. So the general economy is going to go up for many, many reasons. The S&P is my favorite because of history, but also because of the balance and the way it's structured. It's what I believe is going to take me to $1 million without the drama and without the risk. It has a lot of tech in it, but the right balance. But we are in an AI revolution. Nvidia, that's my next video. That will come after this one. Nvidia and AI is going to explode the S&P. Okay, but with still the security and balance of everything else that will benefit from it. And what I mean by that is enterprise money that gets spent within the other businesses. So in other words, Amazon make money when Nvidia make money. Nvidia make money when Amazon makes money. And so it goes round and round. They all spend money with each other. They've all got buckets of cash sitting around they can spend with each other. And the only one who really benefits, well, not the only one, but one of the benefits for me is owning the whole index. I make money whatever happens within those with those companies spending money with each other. I don't have to own the individual companies, right? Now, we've had rate cuts come down, historic rate cuts. A lot of money now about billions and trillions of dollars. He's been sitting on the sidelines. I've been saying this now for nearly 3 years, and now it's happening. Last night, when we got the announcement, there was dumb money. There was retail investors jumping in quickly, getting all excited. That sold off. They got over leveraged. They got themselves burned, and so on and so forth. Now the real money this morning has started to buy the stock, has started to buy the index, and it's going to come in and it's going to speed up. And it's not going to go down. There could be some sell-offs, some corrections. That doesn't matter. That's fine. Let that play out. As long as you don't over-leverage yourself and you know what you're doing, you can live with that. We're going to 3x. And let me explain why. Uninvested cash, and if you want the full breakdown of this, I've just done a video in this series. Check out the series. FOMO, people buying in, the fear of missing out. Also cheap money. We're talking about margin. I'm not going to cover that on this video. Go and watch the full video of why margin has been affected this morning, what's going on there. That's another part of the series. All of these links I'll put below the videos, and I'll put the playlist here as well. But we've got cheap money and people are going to buy in. So the S&P is going to get a huge rally now because your uninvested cash is going to earn a lot less money. Not only is your uninvested cash going to earn less money because interest payments are going down, but margin is getting cheaper as well. It's being passed on. Robin had just passed it on. Full breakdown of that video. Go and check it out. So there's many reasons why the S&P is going to rally. Oh, fantastic. As I'm making this video, Christopher Shaw is here. I've been trying to contact you for days. I've made a video especially for you, and I'll include this in this video so people can learn from what you said. It's so important, and I'm so glad you've come in here. I can't tell you the relief. I hate when people get left behind and don't know what's going on, get misinformed, because we live in a skeptical world where everyone's lying and making up stuff. I get very emotional, very upset when people accuse me of lying or whatever. I do this to help people. I demonstrate it every day by being live every day. I could go out tomorrow, pack all this up and make $20,000 one night. Boom. I hire a theater. I was going to do the American Airlines Stadium and make $1 million in one night for the Lions Club. This is my Jack White trophy when I made lots of money for the Lions Club. I've done it before and I was going to do it again. And so I can make lots of money very easily, right? I can get paid 20 grand in one night selling out a theatre. And 5 grand just to go to play in someone's house. I do this a few bucks a day to help people. And I get upset when I can't reach people, when they think they know something and they don't, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm adding this to the video because this is really relevant. Christopher Shaw, no fault of his own. He lives in a cynical world where everyone lies and everyone scams and everyone's dishonest and everyone's out for themselves. I am not. I am here to help people. I don't need anything from anyone. I just want to help people. He thought that I was lying. He said in a comment to me that I was bending the truth, that I actually hadn't grown my portfolio from $5,000 to now $116,000 because I'd borrowed money. Anyone can borrow money on margin, put it in their account, and now they've got all this money. That's not how margin works. If I went to the bank and said, give me $1 million, and I put $1 million in my portfolio, of course I've got $1 million. But if I use margin, all I'm doing is borrowing money to buy stocks. That's why I say my portfolio is worth 200 grand, because you've got my money, the brokerage's margin, and my IRA. That's $200,000, even though I've only got 116. It doesn't add to the balance. All that adds to the balance is the profit and the loss of that money. Now, it wasn't Christopher's fault. He doesn't know. He didn't understand. But if you don't understand something, please know I read every member's comment. I reply to every member's comment, and I care. I care because I don't want somebody in the world being ill-informed, left behind, not knowing what's going on, thinking the wrong thing. If you don't like me, that's fine. And I try to pretend that I don't care, but I do. I get really upset if people think I've lied. I don't like it. It upsets me because I put every effort in to doing this when I could just go out and earn 20 grand and hire a theatre, right? I do it to help people. So it wasn't Christopher's fault. He didn't know. But if you don't know something, take the time and say, Martyn, I don't understand. Could you explain it to me? And I'll explain it to you, right? Very, very important. I'll explain it to you. So Christopher has now come on in and now understands, and I didn't read what he said, so let me just read this out. I apologize for my comment. You're right. I don't understand anything. I've been investing for 7 weeks. I'm at 10.3 thousand and learning as I go. I will pay in 20 to 30% of my earnings to get in the market. I accept your apology. Absolutely right. But just know, so we're absolutely clear. I know people lie. Bloody hell, there's an election going on. Everyone's lying about everything. I never lie. I never exaggerate. I tell you how it is because I want everyone to know what's going on and what I want to do something good with my life and pass it on to you, right? And if one person is upset, doesn't know, we had an incident a few weeks ago when a guy from Vietnam became a member. He got really angry with me. He kept sending me all these comments. You never replied to me because he put a swear word in his username and YouTube kept hiding the comments. I could see them because I would unhide them, but I couldn't reply to them because they were marked as spam. And I was so frustrated, and I made a video calling it Skittles. That's his name. So he could find the video. He never found it. And then we had Christopher Shaw was the next one. I'm sure there's many people that don't watch anymore because they think this isn't right, that can't be right, why would he do this, why would he give up all this time? If he can go out and earn 20 grand, why doesn't he? Because I don't want to. I want to do this, all right? So I'm so pleased that you're here. So anyway, I mentioned it in the making of this video because it's very important for people to understand how this works, how margin works. So be absolutely clear as I end this video, I started with $5,000. I'm now at 116,000. I'm going to 1 million. I've never shorted a stock. I've never done options. And for the first year and a half, I earned zero money. My only income is YouTube. I don't do any gigs to earn any money. I don't sell stuff to put in the portfolio. There's no free money going in. I show you every time I get paid on YouTube how much I earn, which you can go and check, by the way, on TubeBuddy, and I put it in, and on the 21st, but it's going to be 2 days late because of the weekend, you will see how much money I earn on YouTube and how much money I put in here. What it will do is it will reduce my margin. It will pay off my margin with my hard-earned money, and you will see. So that is my real balance, and come Monday, I will make a prediction with the growth of the stock and my couple of grand, and I think it's about 2,000. You'll find out on Monday. I believe I will be at $120,000. $120,000 from $5,000, and it's going to go up to 1 million. So I'm going to finish off this video by leaving you with this prediction because this was all about the S&P. The S&P is going to 3x, 100%, going to $1 million. I'm going to $1 million, 100%. Please be a part of the family. When you send me a comment, I will reply to all of the comments. If you then reply to my comment, I don't see that. You have to do a fresh comment for me to see it. So do note, I do reply to every single one of you. It takes me hours a day in the evening. My wife is sitting there when I'm on my phone answering people's comments. Remember, everything you see here is 100% real, 100% honest. I don't need to be here. I choose to be here, and I choose to care. I wish, quite frankly, I didn't care, because the stress I've had over the last couple of days with trying to get hold of Christopher has been a nightmare. I tried to find him and track him down. I reversed his IP, all sorts of stuff I could do to try to reach him, and I couldn't. I was hoping he'd come back and be in the show, and here he is. There you go. Click above my head, down below in the description for all the links in the series. Over here, I shall put the playlist. It's Gold Day today. We're now going to talk about NVIDIA and where we see NVIDIA going. And down here, I shall put the psychology of investing, the most important video I've ever made. You all need to watch it over and over and over again until it gets drummed into your head. The psychology of investing. If you watched it once, watch it again. Watch it again and again and again until you've really got it in your head. I promise you, it will help you learn how to make money and never lose money. I never lose money, ever. Since January, when I reformed my portfolio, I've never lost money, and I will never lose money ever again on this portfolio. All right? Take care of yourselves and each other.